What up, though, fam? It's T with my souls to yours. I was missing in action yesterday, guys. So let me tell you what happened. What was that, Monday night? Heat went out. Now, you guys know I just had a brand new furnace installed January 19th. So, I'm like, what's going on here? Called the company to come back out. Came back out and said, oh, the people that installed it, well, the technicians that installed it wrong. Now, y'all know I was fish grease hot. I mean, hot. Like, what do you mean? What? Now, y'all know we paid $6,571 for this thing. Still doing our feet to heat challenge, by the way. But yeah, I'm fish grease hot. Like, what's going on? So he's like, oh, they pressure valve something. Yeah, I'm not a technician. I don't know what he was talking about. But anyway, so we got that straightened out. And I'm back today. All right, first thing we're going to do, as usual, is start with our eBay orders. We have 8 orders going out for a total of $517.61. And the first item we have going out, this pair of Hey Dudes. These are the Hey Dude Wally socks. And I like picking these up because they do sell. They don't sell for a whole lot of money, but they do sell. And they tend to sell pretty quickly. But one thing you want to make sure of is the tread on the bottoms. All right, so these went out for my full asking price of $28.99. Again, not a huge sale, but it's definitely profitable for me because, I pick them up at the bins for $3.71. So, pretty good profit. We'll take it. Sales yesterday were pretty slow. Pretty slow. I checked my numbers, guys, from this time last month to now. And my sales are down like 26%. 26%. That's a huge amount. So I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Am I going to keep with my 250 listings per month like I did last month? Or, kick it up a notch. I don't know, but it's making my stomach queasy. Yeah, we're still grateful though, right? Still grateful. Like I'm still making sales, so that's the positive that I'm going to take out of it, Yeah. Like Forrest Gump said, that's all I have to say about that. Yeah. All right, guys. The next pair we have going out is a pair of Works boots. And these are Works by Red Wing. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know. It just says Works on the bottom. But on the inside, it says a Red Wing shoe. So I love picking these up. Don't catch them too often. But these went out on a best offer of $53.99. I had them listed for $59.99. And I sent out my 10% customary best offer. 10% offer. And someone accepted it. So happy to see that. And these bad boys only set for 8 days. I'll put these in a box. They're going to California. And if you guys didn't know, I'm in Michigan. Good old Michigan. Now the best thing about, not the best thing about the heat going out, but it was like 48 degrees here yesterday. I wanted to put on some shorts and a t-shirt. Say, hey, nah, get in there. But, yeah. $53.99. Not a bad price. I'll take it. Got these from the bins. And my tape is acting funny. But we're going to get these all packaged up and shipped out. So, I ask this all the time because I do care. How's business going for you guys? If you're in the reselling business. How's life going for you guys? Hopefully all is well. Everything is going as planned. Even though sometimes, a lot of times, you know, we don't have control of certain situations. Like this furnace. But we do the best we can. And we keep going. That's pretty much all we can do. Yeah, pretty much all we can do. So, we keep it moving. And today, February 11th, it is my big kid's birthday. So happy birthday to you, kid. And if you don't say anything, I'll know you didn't watch my video. Should I tell the people how old you are? She might kill me. I won't say anything. But it's a big birthday. All right, guys. Our next item going out. Hopefully you guys know this brand. We've seen it here before. I like picking these up when I see them. And they're in nice, sellable condition. And these are a pair of La Sportiva. We've seen this brand before, La Sportiva. And this is a rock climbing shoe. When you see these guys, look out for them. But make sure that there's no damage on the toe box, because that makes the shoe non-usable. And these are the La Sportiva Cliff. That is the model of them. Again, they are rock climbing shoes. They did sit for a while. They're a bit of a smaller size. They're a women's size 6.5, men's size 5. They're unisex. Men's size 5.5. And they did sell on a best offer of $38.99. And again, this was a pair that I had delisted and relisted not long ago. So I'm going to keep preaching it, guys. It does work. It does work. So again, $38.99. We will take it. I usually try and get a little bit more for these, but hey, like I said, they've been sitting for a while, and I am happy to see them go. All right, next up, we have a pair of On Cloud going out. I know all of my resellers know about On Cloud. And these are the On Cloud Rogers. You guys know Roger Federer, the tennis player. And these are his shoes. And these were not listed long. I actually have 2 pair of these. Bought them at the same time. These are the On Cloud Rogers. And it'll say it on the side, the Roger. And these went out for my full asking price of $49.99. So if you see them, guys, pick them up. They sell well. I remember back when these first came out, And I think I sold a pair for like 80 bucks. That may have been a couple of years ago, but you know, as they get older and become more accessible, the price tends to go down. But hey, 50 bucks, I'll take it all day. Twice on Sunday. Sure will. All right, guys, we are halfway through our packing session. I don't know what we're gonna do today. It seems as if you guys like the question and answer session. So we'll make that a part of our routine. Maybe once a week, twice a week, or however many questions you guys send in. I'll definitely be sure to answer them. The next pair we have going out are a pair of Eastland. I love picking these up. These are the Eastland. These are the Eastland Falmouth. Nice little boat shoe. That is the brand in there, Eastland. And again, Eastland Falmouth is the model. And these sold on the best offer of $35.99. I had them listed for $39.99. And these sat for 12 days. So can't beat that. Little camp moccasin, boat shoe. Those are all words you can use in your title and description, because we know that that's what's going to get your item sold. Good titles, good pictures. I'll keep saying it. I did a store review the other day for one of you. And I also have to get back to another one of you. I'm working on it. Constance, I'm working on it. I got you, girl. I got you. But yeah, just the main thing is pictures, title structure, to get your item sold. That's what we're doing this for. You don't want to do all of that work, you know, taking pictures, taking measurements, doing the listings only for your items to sit. And I'm not saying, you know, all of mine sell right away or whatever, but you know, just having that structure in place definitely helps. All right, guys, next item we have going out is a pair of socks. I tell you guys, these sell well for me. I love picking them up. You've seen them plenty of times in the video. I went to the bins yesterday, guys, so I met one of my buddies there. Well, she was there when I was there. Gina, shout out to Gina. Gina's Designs. You guys can follow her on TikTok. But yeah, she said, oh, you know, I've been looking for a pair of socks since you've been talking about them. And I said, girl, I just saw 3 pair over there. So we went digging for them and found them. Unfortunately, they didn't have insoles in them, which you guys know I'll pick them up anyway. But they were slim. So slim and sock shoes are like narrow. And they don't tend to sell, you know, too fast. So she decided to leave them. But I told the girl they're always there. Yeah, so that was that. All right, next pair we have going out is a pair of Cole Haan. And these are the Cole Haan Pinch. Nice little leather loafer buckle on it. Very cutesy. These did sit for a while. They are a men's 8.5, but they did sell for my full asking price of $34.99. Now, one thing, guys, when you're picking up dress shoes, always put the heels together. Put them together. Make sure they're not, you know, the heels aren't worn down too much. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I look for, especially with dress shoes, is to make sure that the heel wear is mostly even on the bottoms. And yeah, like I said, these did sit for a while, and they sold for $34.99. We are coming up on our last eBay order. Another pair that I love to pick up. I just listed these yesterday, and they sold. Always happy when that happens. Always happy when that happens. I had them listed for $39.99, and I sent out a best offer. And these are Adidas Samba. You guys know we sell these quite a bit whenever I can get them. And these didn't have insoles in them either. But they still sold in one day for $37.99. I had them listed for $39.99. And I only sent out a 5% offer on these, because I know, like, they'll sell for $39.99. But, you know, got a couple of watchers on it, and I just sent out a 5% best offer. And they sold almost immediately. So what more can we ask for, right? Get them in, get them out, make a profit, go on to the next one. That's what we like to do, and that's what we like to see. All right, we have one Poshmark order. I'm not complaining, but just one for now. And these are a pair of New Balance. These are the New Balance 990 V4. Says it right there on the tongue. Love picking these up when I see them. And they're not like in pristine condition. They have scuffs and whatever not on them. Little dirt marks. But these are the ones that are made in the USA, so they tend to sell. And these sold for 58 bucks. We'll take that all day. All right, guys, I'm gonna pack this up, and I don't know what we're gonna get into today. I do need to still take my pictures, and then we'll clean some shoes and all of that good stuff. All right, catch you soon. All right, fam, it is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we have to do some cleaning today. I have a lot to do, guys. But I figured I would come on here and talk to you guys while I get some of these things cleaned up. It's been very slow today. I've had one sale today. And again, it's like 1 o'clock. 1:30, something like that. Getting pretty scary. You guys see all my mess back there? Well, that's not mess. Those are shoes I picked up yesterday from the bins. We got 29 pair, so not too bad. I did get there kind of late. They do 2 rotations of shoes on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and I got there at about maybe 12 o'clock, 12:30. So I'm thinking, you know, they're still on the first rotation. So I grabbed some shoes. I'm waiting around, and I'm like, "Are you guys going to do you know, the next rotation?" They were like, "Oh, we've already done 2," because usually they'll do the second rotation around 12:30, 1 o'clock. But yesterday was something different. So anyway, I still got 29 pair that I need to get cleaned up. I did do take 35 sets of pictures today and got those in my draft bank. So happy about that. These are the shoes I showed you guys the other day, the limbs that had all of the pet hair in it. So I got those cleaned up today. And yeah, now just to dust them off, get them cleaned up, get them ready to get pictured and drafted. So nothing too fancy going on today. Just pretty much routine, just doing some cleaning and prepping. This table, my cleaning table that I line my shoes up on, it has shoes on here that's been here for a couple of weeks. You guys know, like, you get some inventory and it needs a little work on it, and you just keep putting it aside. And that's what I have been doing. But today is the day to get these things off the table and get some new things on there. I'm tired of looking at it. It happens, right? It happens. I also have a bucket of shoes back in my inventory room that I need to work on. And most of them are like Hokas. And you know, Hokas tend to split on the midsole right there. And then I bought some shoe glue to try and work on them, and I just never have. Don't be like me, guys. Don't be like me. Get your stuff done. So I figured, why not work on those? Well, not those back there, but these right here. And get these knocked out and off my table because I'm tired of looking at them. And guys, I do not have my gloves. I left them in the truck. And I don't feel like going back out there to get them. So that's that. Bought these pair of Hoka. These are Hoka Clifton 9. Bought these the other day from the thrift store. I did pay up for them a little bit. I think I paid 18 bucks for these. They're the Clifton 9, so that they're the latest versions. And they didn't have shoestrings in them, but as you guys know, I tell you when I have shoes that, you know, may have some more wear than I thought when I bought them, I'll save the shoestrings and the insoles. And I had a nice blue pair of shoestrings. So put those in there and got them looking good. And these shouldn't sit long. That is the hope, that they won't sit long. And they weren't in too bad of a condition. Just need a good wipe down. And they didn't have laces in them. So we got that done up. And yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing for the remainder of the afternoon. And I'm looking for my alcohol. All right, so you see Like it has that red X on the bottom. And I'll just take some alcohol, put a little bit on the towel, and just rub it off. Comes off quite easily. You can still see a little bit of it on there. And I just got a counter offer for something. It's for $41. And it's for some Kizik's. So I'll see if I take that. I need something, like something. It's been terribly slow. So while I was thinking, like I said earlier, I was thinking about just upping my listings again, because again, it's a little bit slow. So I think I am going to do that. I don't know if I'll start off the week finish off the week doing it, or just start on Sunday doing it. But something got to give for your girl. You know, we have this furnace we need to pay off. And I think we have like $94 in our Feet to Heat Challenge bank. We were up to $105, but I bought 3 pairs of shoes, as you guys know, so we're down to $90. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna get that up to $6,571. We're gonna pay this thing off. I'm going to believe in it. So, as I told you guys earlier, today is my kid's birthday. And they're turning a significant age. It was an age for me where I was just like, oh my goodness. So we were just talking, and I asked her, was she happy? Was she sad? Like, was she feeling in a certain kind of way? And, you know, when you turn different ages, it's like, you know, I should be here, or, you know, I thought I would have done this or that. And I had to just reflect, like, for myself. Like, when I first started reselling, it was, when people say, you know, what do you do? Like, I'll admit, like, it was a little bit of a, because there's a stigma to reselling. We all know that. And it's a little bit like, what do I do? I'm a reseller. You know, I say, oh, I do e-commerce, something like that. But now it's just like, I'm not ashamed of what I do. In fact, I tell everybody what I do. You should too. You get the, I've gotten a lot of, I'm not gonna say a lot, like just boatloads, but I've gotten free inventory by just, you know, telling people what I do. And, you know, there's no stigma to it. If it's legal, if it's honest, hey, what more could you ask for? So yeah, we were just having that conversation. I just thought I would mention that. Like, if you're doing something honest and it's making you a living, there's no stigma to it. Let people think what they want to think. They're gonna do that anyway, right? So yeah. Someone asked in the comments, I know I'm just all over the board with this conversation, did I disinfect my shoes? And the answer to that is, like, I have tons of bottles of this disinfectant spray, and before I take my pictures or after I take my pictures, whichever, it's no real sequence, but I will spray that in the shoes, and it's non-scented. So you know, for people who may have allergies or whatever. It does not have a scent to it. Or it says fresh scent, but usually by the time the items are sold, you know, the smell is out of it anyway. So guys, this is what I was telling you about. Like, why did I pick this boot up? It's just a Carhartt boot. And it has all of this paint on it. It's like, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, why did I pick this up? It's probably gonna go for like 35, 40 bucks maybe. And now I have to spend the time. I mean, it's not a lot of work, but it's more work than at this stage that I should just be picking up. Like, why did I do it? Why? But we did, and I am not going to send them back or, you know, redonate them. I bought it. I have to live with the consequences of it, which is trying to scrape this paint off as much as I can. It's not going to be perfect. I am not going to try and make them perfect. They are work boots. But some decisions should have been thought about twice, and this is definitely one of them. But hey, they're here now, and they have been sitting on this table because I did not want to do this. But I bought them, so I should have thought about that before I purchased them, right? Of course, these were binge fine. I'm like, probably at the time, I'm thinking, you know, just scrape the paint off. I don't know. Sometimes we still make questionable decisions. But I'll get it somewhat to where it needs to be. It'll look better for sure than what it did. So not too much work, but enough. I should know better. But apparently, I saw something now. And hopefully, we'll see these in a what sold video. I will price them according to where. And get them sold. You know, maybe it's a painter out there that needs another pair of work boots. The heels are in good condition. It's just that they had paint on them. So I'll wipe down the soles a little bit. And that is going to be that. This is how they will be listed. I will show all of the defects with the paint on it and all of that good stuff. And hopefully get them sold quickly. That is the name of the game. For those of you who have never watched a cleaning video of mine, I just use some Dawn Power Wash. Spray them down. I use a magic eraser. I know some of you say I shouldn't use these, especially with my bare hands. Again, guys, forgive me. I just didn't feel like going back down to the truck and get my gloves out. But we'll just wipe these down. Try to get the soles just a little bit cleaner, a little bit more presentable. And yeah, I am getting some of that wet. I do know that. It'll dry. But yeah, just wipe them down. Then I'll hit it with a wet cloth. And then I'll hit it with my dry cloth. So yeah, I'll do the other one, and I'm gonna check this offer. All right, guys, so we did accept the order. It was for a pair of Kizik's. Hopefully you guys know Kizik's. Those are the hands-free shoes. And we'll see those in a What So video tomorrow. And they have been listed for 263 days. So quite a while. These are a pair of Skechers. And the reason why these have been sitting here is because the collar is peeling, like the leather part. They still sell like this, don't get me wrong, they do. But the collar is peeling, and I didn't feel like messing with it, and I just let them sit on the table for no good reason. No good reason. Just have to clean out the peeling out of the inside of the shoe. Fun life of a shoe reseller. But hey, this is what I do. And I actually like it, so I am not going to complain about it, guys. And it wasn't too much, just get her done. Pretty much. So yeah, I hope this is the start of some more sales coming in, because I definitely need them. Definitely need them. It's been pretty slow these past few days. Even my postman, when he came to pick up the packages today, he said, "Oh, business is slow, huh?" I wanted to say, "Mind your business, sir." But I liked him. And I said, yeah, it's pretty slow. So I need to do something. Tell me, guys, what do you do when it's slow for you? What do you do? And I had 3 returns. 2 for non-fit. And I had 1. It was a motorcycle type boot. And they said that they broke apart when they wore them. What do you do? What do you do? I know it's a part of the business, but you hate to see it. I hate to see it anyway. I truly do. So I just refunded them. I don't even send them back, you know, whatever. Yeah, like this is another pair of boots that I had sitting up here because I didn't want to clean off the bottoms of them. Not that I don't want to, but you know, like when you're in a groove and it's like, oh, you know, that's gonna take too much time. Let me just do something that I know that'll, you know, I can do right quick and get it over with. And then they just sit here. Like, oh, I'll get to it. And then it's 2 weeks later and you still haven't gotten to it. But today we're getting to it. We getting it. Yep. Getting to it today. So like I was asking before, what do you guys do when it's slow? When sales are slow, you know, things aren't moving, you're getting returns. What do you do? Do you keep listing? Do you get discouraged and say, hey, you know, I'm not going to? What do you do? Like, I keep going. Do I get discouraged sometimes? Absolutely. I'm human. Like, sometimes you question yourself, like, am I doing the right thing? What am I doing? You know? I think that's just part of you know, being human, having human emotions, and part of being a business owner as well. You know, you have those days where you're just like, sometimes you're just unsure. But anyway, I have an offer coming in. So I know how much I have these particular boots up for. $79.99. Someone just sent an offer for 20 bucks. I need sales, but I won't take that one. I mean, come on, people. 80 bucks. And you offer 20. You want a 75% discount. How do you guys counter those offers? Do you decline them? Do you counter offer? Do you ignore them? When I receive offers like that for like 80% off, 75% off, stuff like that, like I have them listed for $79.99, I'll counter offer, and I'll counter offer 1 cent off the price. Not $1, 1 cent. I'll counter back the $79.98. Because, you know, I mean, we're in the customer service business as well, but let's not play these games. I don't want to waste your time, because if you're asking for a 75% discount, more likely than not, we are not going to come to a mutually agreeable price. So we can just stop it now. And that's just how I feel about that. So yeah. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you do? How do you respond to those types of offers? I'll counter. Sometimes I'll just outright decline, but I try not to do that unless they've sent like 2 or 3 offers, you know, with the same price or going up 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, or whatever. I just know, you know, 9 times out of 10, we're not going to, you know, our prices aren't going to align with each other. So let's just cut it off here. And that's basically how I handle that. I don't even get angry anymore. It's just like, yeah, I don't even be surprised anymore. It's just like, wow, you know. But hey, again, it's a part of what we do, right? Yeah. But I can skip that part. I don't want that part. Take the good with the bad, the bitter with the sweet. At least that's what they say. I don't know. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more pair on the table that needs to be dealt with and handled. And I feel pretty good about it. those of you who like ASMR. I hope you like that. Alright guys, this video is probably getting long as it is. And I'm gonna have to edit it once I get done with these. And I'm thinking I may clean, I'm gonna do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I have left on the table. And maybe clean one of the buckets that I got from the bins yesterday. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. I try and get out of the office by at least 6 o'clock now. But who knows? Depending on how I feel in a couple of hours, what I'll do. But for right now, I know for a fact that I'm going to finish cleaning up these shoes and, well, a lot of them. And I'll let you guys know what my progress was. Yeah, so I will be back with a recap. All right, see you in a minute, guys. All right, fam, and that's my day. I know this video was all over the place. I think I was all over the place today, but sometimes it's like that. Yeah, sometimes it's like that. But I did get 23 pairs of shoes cleaned. I still have another bucket and a half to get done, and I'll do that tomorrow. I will picture and draft those up tomorrow. Still waiting on some more sales. I don't know, I'm getting antsy, but you know, I'm gonna ride it out and hopefully it'll pick up. Yeah, hopefully it'll pick up. But I will not be discouraged. I will not let this get me down. I will keep going. I will keep doing my listings and probably keep sourcing. It's just how we do it, guys. All right, I am going to get out of here. It's after 6 o'clock. And yeah, that's it for me today. If you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And sorry for all of them mishmash content. I don't know what was happening today. But anyway, please like, heart, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.